How's it going? Checking in for today. It's Friday. It's been the kids' end of term, and we went to see Father Christmas at a rather splendid grotto at a local garden centre of all places. But we go there every year, and it's fantastic. And the reason I bring that up now in this video, which is about the progress that I've been making towards my goals of establishing myself as a professional motivational wellbeing speaker, is that whilst I was in the queue. And there was a queue, believe me. The kids were doing some colouring in or whatever, fighting, busying themselves. I happened to be flicking through my emails on my phone. Maybe a bad thing, but hey, it was happening. And something came up. I speaker base or something like that. It was like a speaker's email. I must have subscribed to it. I don't even know what it is, but it was a survey. They were trying to canvass opinions and ideas from speakers on what we're doing and I think it was how digital savvy we are. So I had a bit of time, thought I'll click through, and I was going through the questions, and it was really interesting doing that survey. I guess in line with some of the other things I've talked about over the last few weeks and months about sort of this new, not new, but kind of stepping into this identity as being a speaker, and doing things like going to the PSA last night, where I'm with other speakers, and this is just what I do, and this is who I am, and it's become a lot more natural and easy for me to kind of think of myself in that way. And I've talked a little bit about that sort of transition this year, but going through those questions, and I was just thinking, I can't remember what the answers, what some of the questions were now that were so relevant, but it really did make me think about how I see myself, and actually some of the challenges that I have had, and the questions were clearly that these are challenges that other people have as well, so it's not just me. And kind of it made me feel, even though it was just a silly survey, it just sort of made me feel like that I was a part of something. And I've never really thought of being a part of something. Like when I joined the fitness industry, I felt like I was one of a number of personal trainers. Like there were loads of PTs out there, and I'd go to conventions, and it was like, yeah, this is my tribe. They're not really competitors. They're people who are doing the same thing as me, and they're just doing it in their style and in their way. And I've never really thought of it like that with speaking, because there's so many different things you can do. And there was things like, what do you mainly deliver? Is it keynotes? Is it seminars? Is it workshops? Is it online work? And those were the kind of questions. And so it kind of really made me think that, wow, there's so many different types of speaker, so many different ways of making the business work. Some people are really rocking it and making it work tremendously well. Some people are just at the beginning of their journey. Some people are sort of halfway through. Some people are struggling. Some people are, I guess, a bit like me, and are transitioning into doing more of it. And it was just an interesting thought process that I had as I was, spent those 3 or 4 minutes doing that survey, standing in the queue to see Father Christmas, to kind of have those thoughts. Anyway. There was a couple of other. I'm going to go back over the survey actually, because there was a couple of other things that did jump out at me and gave me some other ideas as well. Anyway, so yes, that was my check-in for the day. It's Saturday tomorrow. Funny that it being Friday today, so it's Saturday tomorrow, and I know that it's sort of all hands to the deck to get ready for Christmas now, which is just a few days away. But I will still be endeavouring to think about the goals and think what small things can I do to move myself closer, even if it's just watching a YouTube TEDx video, or reading something, or posting on LinkedIn, or doing something. There'll be something small that I can do tomorrow, even in the madness of Christmas prep, to move another teensy tiny step closer towards my goal. Progress, not perfection. There we go with my check-in for the day. I will be back again tomorrow. Don't forget, if you find these videos interesting, insightful, or anything else, or even if you just made it to the end, and give it a YouTube thumbs up. Congratulate yourself for sticking with it, all 4.5 minutes of it, and subscribe to the channel, do all those good things, and I will be back again with you tomorrow. Bye for now.